Hello. We're easy listening back on the couch. This is the easy time where we don't have to worry about things like lava zombies and the things that happen when lava zombies get hit. And yeah,
it's an ongoing concern in my life.
An ongoing concern. Be careful. They could come up out of anywhere. You don't know.
Well, not cold places, but yeah, anywhere else.
Anywhere else. Yeah. So this is the section of our show where we go over what just happened, take questions from the audience and other cast members to each other. And I don't know, this is also a good time to ask questions in general about the game or the story so far. Try to get me to slip up and say some spoilers like I always do.
Hey Jay, who's the bad guy?
The llama.
God damn it, I knew it the whole time.
Y'all think I'm funny. Wait until the llama actually gets in the game. So
he's been harassing me about this llama in my streams all the time. And he says he's gonna do it. I don't think he's gonna do it. I think he's a coward.
The worst part about fighting a llama is even if you kill them, they'll just reincarnate.
That's right.
When he's supposed to be dead.
Right. And I mean, on top of that, llamas are typically emperors, so right.
Then we'd be like charged with whatever like regicide related atrocity
sure.
that is.
Sure.
Probably regicide.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was a different word depending on your status.
Murder.
But yeah.
Emperor side.
Those are the main two, yeah.
Yep. So we're already starting to get questions from the chat, so we'll hold your questions. On YouTube, Slyfox, I wonder if I can pull this up. Yes, Slyfox. What the heck is the Black Heart? Emery the Death Blender. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would love to answer that because that is just a cursed little thing that Jay was like, hey, I gave you a present on your D&D Beyond character sheet. And I was like, oh, what's that? And then I looked and I'm like, oh, that's horrifying. Am I allowed to read the list of stuff that it does?
Yeah, you absolutely can. I did modify it a little bit on my own sheet just because there are some things that were not some of the conditions were not in line. But you can read what it gives you for sure, what it makes you do.
Yeah, because it's like 10 bullet points. There's a whole like dramatic paragraph up here that I'll read if people want. But the main thing is the Black Rage is a state of raw anger that drives and empowers Emery's abilities in the following ways. Emery is under the effects of haste until the end of combat. Any creature within 5 feet of Emery takes 1d4 fire damage at the end of their turn. Emery scores critical hits on an 18 to 20. Emery adds a I could have been doing so much more damage. I didn't read far enough. Emery adds a 3rd damage dice to her damage if she scores a critical. Emery may only cast cantrips, but they all cast at the highest level she has access to without using the spell slot. Emery cannot be grappled, restrained, or charmed, and Emery cannot be killed or incapacitated until the end of combat. If Emery is reduced to 0 hit points, she remains fighting. However, once combat ends and the rage subsides, she immediately falls unconscious and fails 1 death saving throw. In addition, whenever the Black Rage ends, Emery gains a point of exhaustion.
Yep.
So she's the Hulk, essentially.
He just real casually dropped that on my character sheet one evening, like a couple months ago. And this whole time I've been reading it as, oh, it's not going to activate unless you fall in combat and then your little rage takes over. I didn't realize it happens once I hit half health. That's a much easier bar to hit.
Right.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's a pretty easy Constitution saving throw, but
I did not roll very well, and the Zarmbo did a lot of damage to me.
That's right, yeah. Don't worry about reading the flavor text just yet. That gives some spoilers, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's spoilers that we already know, I think. Sort of. Not real. Not all
I assume
of
it has to do with the whole, like, cult thing.
Maybe.
One can only say. Who
Emery's got more than just a cult going on. You can't define her by the cult.
I got shit going
One-dimensional character.
Yeah.
I stabbed you again. Perfectly willing this time.
The Black Rage, you say. Listen, it was a very good nod to both Warhammer and using Emery Black's name. So I used it. Sue me No, wait, don't. GW is very litigious. Do any of you folks have any questions for each other?
I have a question.
Mhm.
What do each of your characters dress up as for Halloween?
Ooh. Question.
Tim Tam would definitely dress up as Rathgurther.
Yes.
I would have thought as Sparks.
No, Sparks is her best friend. You can't dress up as your best friend for Halloween. That's weird.
You can.
I feel like Emery would just. She's like, I'm already a part demon. I'm already pretty scary on my own. She would probably just like dress all in black and get like a scary mask and say she's your sleep paralysis monster.
I could see Emery wearing a T-shirt that says "This is my costume."
That also.
Yeah.
That also.
Yeah.
She wears that first, and then Tim gets like a real sad look on her face, and then she's like, "Okay, fine, I'll put some effort into it." God.
Tim is going to dress up Sparks as Emery.
I need to know what that entails.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a little horns, a little thing to put on his tail to make it like forked. Yeah.
A couple of
Or,
like plastic swords stuck on his back.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Angry eyebrows.
Angry eyebrows.
It's like that one gif of like the little plush bear that like slams its head into the table and then gets angry eyebrows of construction paper.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Vernon might go as like the one thing that he is scared of, which is Ganesh.
Oh yeah, his granny.
Dress up
Yeah.
like Granny Ganesh. Yeah.
Mhm.
Alternatively, I thought his old model, which is a vampire.
That's true.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's like all of you guys are basically Halloween costumes 24/7 anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe not Tim. Not Tim. You know.
I can do that with a button.
Mount Barasso
Keyboard shortcut.
only wants to be a real man, a real person, a real boy. And so Barasso would dress up as a Pinocchio.
Well,
It
it doesn't
just-
seem like that would achieve that goal.
We just put a mustache on the side of the volcano.
It
It
is
has a really big tree for a nose.
one step closer. Wants to achieve the goal, but is also realistic.
Well, I'm glad that the volcano has is staying grounded with its goals.
That makes me mad.
I can do that too. I also have rage, but I need to add like special effects to this now, is what I'm hearing.
All right. Oh, absolutely. This is when. One day when I have the producing chops, a little bit more production will be going into this. Another good question here. Probably a little spoiler. This is from Sly Fox again on YouTube. Probably a little spoilery, but is Rathgurther afraid the rest of the group will find that poster of the Troubadour group because quote unquote reasons?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a secret to the audience anyway. She is not actually Rathgurther. She is yeah, right. She is an actress who has come to half believe, half pretend that she is the fictional character that she once played.
That's an acting.
She appears to be a barbarian, but in fact is a bard.
Barbarian.
Not quite. Some multi-classing going on at some point. Depends indeed.
Because didn't you say that Rathgurther's strength score is like a 9 or something?
Her what score?
Strength score?
Yeah, her strength is pretty low.
The muscles are all just for show.
Yeah, it's all glamour muscles. She doesn't work on her core. Her strength is.
I think it was like a 9 or something last time.
No, it's
10.
Yeah.
And
It is,
all right,
you know,
close
exact average.
Mhm. Yeah. Been to the gym like 2 times, and you're like, yeah, look at these.
That's raw steel, baby.
Yeah. Anyone else in the cast got questions for each other? The combat was quite a big deal. People got hurt for real for the first time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
People got hurt. People
Physically
hurt each
and
other.
emotionally. Yeah, everybody's gonna be fucked up about that for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan of uncontrollable rage accidentally making her like stab people that she cares about.
Yeah.
She wouldn't admit it for Rathgurther, but like she
Yeah.
feels extremely bad about like hurting Tim.
You just
Oh, yeah, I
admitted
mean,
that
Tim-
she cares about you
Tim
too.
is very like, this is definitely, dredging up some of the issues with her parents and always feeling like, what did I do? Why don't they actually love me? Why are they being mean? What did I do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't rub it in or anything.
Yeah. And I've said it before, but like Emery, like in her previous life, does have a younger sister who is still alive and is now kind of projecting that sisterliness onto Tim a little bit, and now just feels extremely bad.
Good. You should.
Oh no.
If she wasn't asleep when she was left alone, she would probably just be like pacing and like knocking stuff off of shelves, just like regular mundane ruining things anger.
And now
But
we know for
feels-
sure we're becoming a real D&D party because now there's like emotional blackmail going on. It's
And it only took 10 months.
this was our 10th episode.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hey, I
I
thought it was
am-
11.
Surprise. No, that's next. Incidentally, the next episode you can find in the description on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you
Yeah.
can click it and you can get the link to that episode's reminder, so you don't have to forget in the month in between.
Don't think you posted it in the new one, but I'll hijack your YouTube and do it for you because I can do that.
Absolutely.
I have the power. I convinced Jay to let me be a
true.
manager of his YouTube channel so I could help handle some of the behind the scenes stuff, and now I've got my
Which
little
is-
fingers all up in his YouTube channel.
It's good.
It's like,
'cause
haha, I'm gonna change
terrible.
your thumbnails. I'm gonna change the layout of your YouTube page. Ha, 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 ha.
Yeah, Star was like, "Hey, look, I can change your thumbnails," and I'm like, "Somewhat."
What the thumbnail? Yeah, so I just took some of this morning. I woke up early because it was raining really hard this morning, and I woke up early and I was just feeling motivated. So I made us new thumbnails.
I
and
saw
it's
it. They look
pretty
really
cool.
nice.
Thank you. I just used
Yeah.
all the character art, and I'm thinking what could be fun is like changing the background
Yeah.
for every session. So next time, probably if I can find a picture of a villa on fire, a free stock photo somewhere, then that will be
Somewhere.
for the next sesh.
That'll be great. I could also give you a screenshot of the Tailspire.
Yeah, that'll work if I can't find anything else. That's
Yeah.
a good backup.
Oh, here's another good
Oh,
question.
Oh, cool. Holy cow.
From Against Lifefox. Will we eventually meet Emery's little sister, Tim's parents, Vernon's granny? We met Vernon's granny in the very first episode. I'll give you that.
Yep.
Everyone else
She-
is dead.
Everyone else is obviously dead. Tim's parents, I believe, you're still hot on the trail. Well, maybe not hot on the trail, but on the trail of. The last thing you heard was that they.
I
had
mean, the
been to
trail is
Belasso.
hot, if
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
because it's covered in
right.
lava.
The
That's
link
right.
to the next episode is now in the YouTube description, and you
There
can
you
go
go,
in that.
folks.
You might have to refresh the page, but if you go on that page, there should be a little thing that said, "Hey, we'll be live in so and so many days," and you can hit press like give a reminder so that you can make sure not to miss the next session.
Yeah.
Wink.
Bolton. Yeah, no, listen, ask as many questions as you want. I know we've gotten a couple of new viewers recently who are catching up. So yeah, any questions at all, you can go ahead and do that. I don't know.
Your sister we've seen once from
That's
afar. We haven't met her yet, though.
Mm-hmm. It's true. I think that's the only, aside from like Vernon's granny, definitively still alive, definitively still frightening Vernon. Emery's little sister, we know is alive. We've seen her. She's not happy. And Tim's parents, who knows? Not
Do you
I'm
think
a
that they
simple
would be-
volcano.
Do you think that they would be proud of her for angering God by creating a false Spirit of life.
First of all, they would absolutely be proud of you for making sparks. Absolutely. But you have definitely angered literally all of the gods. So,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Weirdly, the god of robot dogs took it especially hard.
Right.
Yeah, he got he's a bit of a notorious prick, though. So
I would be happy when this finally happened.
But nope. I didn't ask to be born. I completely forgot it, but like Sparks is so full of life that he said his first word last session. Not this session, last session.
He did?
He called
What
you
did
mother.
he say?
You got hurt. He said mother.
He did. I
Oh.
forgot about that. Oh, he loves me.
Such a good boy.
He is.
Let's see. So you're still on the volcano. Do you have any idea about how much further your party's going to stay here? Who knows what things they might get roped into?
yeah, who knows?
Nobody knows that.
Who knows, Jay? I wonder who could possibly know such a thing.
I am but a simple volcano.
That accent is getting different and different each time.
We gotta keep making him do it, and it will eventually
What?
morph into
Sometimes-
his true form.
Sometimes it's Italian, sometimes it's Khajiit.
Volcano has wares. If you had game. Volcano has wares, but the only wares are
I
lava.
don't know what you're talking about.
And zombies.
I keep my accents fresh. I'm a volcano.
We have to keep making
Wait,
new
it's
accents
me, the
until
volcano.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've always done a strange voice.
Vernon accidentally bit the volcano last session. Didn't realize it. Now the volcano is a vampire.
Oh,
Surprise.
So
The
is
volcano
Vernon a
went from Italian to
vampire, or is he just...
No, but as far as you can tell, Vernon's your average. Like he's walking in the sunlight. He's enjoying life. He
I'm just
hasn't
a
had any
regular
weird
guy.
hungers. Yeah.
Just a regular old guy.
I'm just a regular guy who doesn't drink blood, loves the sun, regular guy stuff. This guy's being good.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Just lesbian guys.
All right. Definitely doesn't black out for long periods of time. Why would you even think
Oh,
that?
I definitely didn't miss an entire week
No.
just taking a big old nap and then wake up
listen.
and find that a whole bunch of people were missing.
My fantasy driver's license says clearly that I am a human, a normal human. That's
Yes. Oh wait, that's my name, Hugh Man. Oh, my bad. Sorry,
Oh.
didn't mean to
oops.
rat on myself.
First name Hugh, middle name Man, last name Vampireson.
Oh.
It's a family name. Don't look too far into that. Yeah.
That was my great grandfather's name. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. We like vampires now.
Right. Was this a
Why are we
spooky
even
enough
talking
episode?
about vampires?
Incidentally.
I mean, I think all of the technical difficulties. Between technical difficulties and this being the
haunted.
closest... Yeah, we were haunted by technical difficulties, and this is the closest most of us have ever gotten to dying in game.
Not even close. I'm playing Curse of Strahd in my other campaign. I'm close to
In
dying
this
every
game.
fucking session.
In
this
this
game.
game.
Well, I think that's untrue for this game too. You folks have died several times
yeah,
before
that's
this.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But that was like a train explosion. We didn't have to sit with the consequences of
Those
that.
were practice deaths.
Yeah, it don't count.
Well, so
Like
this is
stripping.
maybe a good question for everyone. For those of you, I guess all of us have played. It's just Jinx, who this is her first. Character deaths? Question mark. I will go first since I asked it. We just recently, unfortunately, had to. Our campaign came to an end in my home game because we're starting a new one and it's fine, but
Of course.
we were tasked with fighting a dragon and it
that's
did
fun.
not go well. We got it down pretty far, but we were we were fighting it in its lair, so it had lair actions, which don't fuck with that.
Oh.
And yeah, it outsmarted us, and it was a whole thing. And now my beautiful bubblegum princess Mirabelle is dead.
Oh no, Mirabelle.
Oh.
Yes, but some of our party managed to escape, but there weren't enough for it to, like. We were just like, okay, we're gonna leave them, start a new world,
Leave
new
them
campaign.
shaking on
but
the side of the road.
Yeah.
Just go to the
well,
next
one.
ones.
So one of our characters, she was a little gnome wizard, and she, her like backstory was, she like had grown up with one of the other party members. And then later when the party came together, she and Mirabelle became like best friends. So she had like these two best friends in the party. She watched both of them get slaughtered by a dragon and then left. And so yeah, she's going to need some therapy, but at
Okay,
least she
well.
survived.
She did.
Everyone eventually.
But yeah, so any other sort of, fun or
character
traumatic
deaths?
character deaths? Yeah.
I've only ever played one shots.
That's unfortunate.
I've killed a character before as a DM, and that was completely on accident and entirely my fault.
Good.
So one of the characters used to have like she was a wizard, and they were in a real tough fight, and they were in the woods. And she used fireball, and it started a forest fire, and it pissed off a fae, basically. It was just like, how dare you start a fire and burn down my whole forest? You have a curse on you now. And the curse was basically whenever you use fire spells, they rebound onto you until you have taken a certain amount of damage, at which point it will wear off. She was at half health, had not fully explored what the curse did, and then cast fireball, it rebounded. And I asked, I was like, that was fully on accident. I did not mean for that to kill you. We can retcon that and say you're not dead. And she ended up being like, no, I think I'm gonna keep that death and play as another character, because she was kind of bringing down the mood in the room. So I'm like, yeah, that's fair. So that's the only brush with death I've had. We've had a couple of like close calls, but that's the only D&D related character death I have experienced.
Right.
I've never had a character die because I haven't really been playing role-playing games for very long. So
There you go.
yeah,
There's still
First time
Well,
for
aside from-
everything.
Hill
Well-
burning.
fourth or fifth time for everything in this game.
Right.
Yeah.
My character in a very long campaign that I did, because their true love was under the thrall of this evil organization, and he felt he wasn't powerful enough to get her out of it. He willingly became a vampire, which changed his alignment, and then eventually I kind of slow played it, that he was like gradually testing the waters with the party, doing like eviler and eviler things, until it got to a point where they just like had to kill him.
Dope.
That's heartbreaking.
That's
But
so
no,
good.
but then they went the happy ending is that they traveled to hell to like get his spirit back from the demon that had claimed it, and he does return to life, but then goes to prison, and like that's his growth, is to like live with his misdeeds, even though he could easily break out to just take that responsibility and stop running.
That's cool. I'm a forever DM. I haven't played a character since I was in high school, so I don't have a lot of experience with that sort of character death. But as a DM who is not a coward, I intend all the kills that I have. Aside from killing you folks over and over again on the train, which was fun because it was zero consequences, there is a specific death that I intended that has consequences. I was playing a home game, and they were going up against the big bad, and the big bad was like this really cerebral like wizard who like dabbled in mind control a whole lot. And so like he had a bunch of contingencies, and the party, who was like a bunch of like retribution paladins and like assassin rogues, stuff like that, he was like, of course I have things ready for that, because they can splat me in one turn, no problem. I am but a greasy smear compared to these things that can do like bucket loads of dice worth of damage every turn. And so they predictably did their bucket loads of dice worth of damage in a turn. And he activated his contingency, which was strong enough to bring everyone to 0 hit points and put them on the ground. And then he because he was standing at about, I think he had exactly 1 hit point actually, just by coincidence. I thought to myself, well, he couldn't leave without making his point. And so he looked at all the characters on the floor. He couldn't kill several of them because he like wanted one of them for something, and he had like a romantic entanglement with one of them before, and that like he still like wanted that because he's gross. And then the other one, he had no clue who they were, but they didn't seem important to him. But my wife's character, this little kobold barbarian who was like the heart of the party, and he knew everyone loved her, I disintegrated her point blank.
The look of horror on Zoe's face right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You told me that story. Didn't they get
That's
revived later
cruel.
though?
Yeah, the party gathered her ashes and went and found somebody who could they couldn't find anybody who just straight up resurrect her, because I wanted that to be something that was a little bit more rare. But they happened to know somebody who knew reincarnation. And we rolled on the table, and they happened to get Dragonborn, which was so close to Kobold. It was just so good. And so I like, oh yeah, okay, I'll let this happen. And so they got their little heart back, but she was no longer a Kobold. She is a Dragonborn.
She grew up.
She grew up. Yeah, absolutely. That was a hell of a campaign. But yeah, absolutely. That was probably the most brutal I think I've ever been to a character. I'm just like, I'm so sorry, hun. Disintegration. You're at 0 hit points. You have no chance. You just die. Turn into a pile of ash. Just puff. The party was not happy with him.
No. I actually, I'm glad you brought that story up, because I remember you telling me that, like, the first time we ever talked, you were like kind of introducing me to the game, and you told me that story. And then after that, I went for like a 3-hour walk around my apartment complex, and when I came back, I had all of Emery's backstory figured out. I was like, that's cool. Yoink.
I spun you into an existential character crisis?
No, that's what inspired Emery's backstory, kind of, sort of. Was like the concept of like dying and then being reincarnated as something else, and all the fuckery that comes with that. What if it was done against your will?
Right.
Because I was playing with something else. Like, I was talking to a family member who had started playing D&D recently, and she had her character's backstory is that she was like a princess, but she was kind of like, she was trying to explore. She was keeping it a secret. I'm like, how do we take the secret princess trope and just fuck with it a little bit? Mm-hmm. And that combined with the story that Jay said earlier, I was like, yeah, this can work. This'll do. Mm-hmm. And that's where Emery came from. The things that inspire people.
Man, I love that death inspires. PM murder inspired. We're getting close to our end bit here, so I'm gonna wait for maybe like 1 or 2 more questions from the chat, and in the meantime, while we wait for that, if anybody in the cast has questions, now is the time. You know.
How much?
If you were to go,
no, you go first.
If you were to be in a diner with a jukebox, and it only took coins, and you had just enough pocket change to play the one song that you really wanted to in the world, it has every song, what song would you pick?
Oh, that's easy. I Don't Feel Like Dancing by the Scissor Sisters.
Fuck yeah.
I love
Dog
that song.
Police by Dog Police.
Is this an us question or a D&D character question?
Either or.
I've got a whole playlist for Emery I can bust out.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
Kill a man and take his soul.
That's not the Emery playlist. That's my cowboy music playlist.
What's
Texan.
the difference?
Emery's is called Hell Sent Me Back, for the record.
That's a pretty cool title.
There's 21 songs in it. Don't worry about it. I had to pick one of those, though, that's like very much her vibe. Seize the Power by Yonaka has kind of been her theme song for the whole campaign. That's a fucking jam.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to go look that one up.
I'll drop it in the group chat
This is
later.
just Ron
thank you.
fishing
Write it
for
down then.
music. This is Ron
Yeah.
like, I
Listen,
want
I'll give you guys the whole playlist if you want. It's got a lot of
Absolutely.
like revenge songs. You know how
Thank
hard
you.
it is to find songs about revenge that are not explicitly about romantically revenge? It is so freaking annoying to find songs about revenge that are sung by women that are not about like, oh, you dumped me and so I'm gonna kill you now, stuff like that. It's bullshit.
But did Emery dig her keys into the side of his pretty little souped-up four-wheel drive? That's the
if
real question.
She's gonna dig her sword into the person's rib cage who was responsible when she finds out who it was.
No, I don't think that rhymes.
No, it doesn't. I'll make it rhyme though.
Right.
To answer your question, Ron, I would not pick a song, and I instead would eat the quarters.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
You gotta show them
Interesting
who's
choice.
boss.
Exactly.
That is true.
I'm not
I
sure if
think-
that's good for your digestive system.
They think they're so hot. Eat
A
poor
quarter a
this
day
me,
keeps the
bitch.
doctor
Oh,
away.
nom,
I
nom.
don't
I've heard
think
that.
I think you will need much more than a quarter given our healthcare system.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh no. I feel
a quarter
bad
of
for
a
him.
day from birth might
This
get
is
you
why
halfway to it.
Isn't that the like Gerber baby health thing?
This is
Or
why it's
Gerber
great to
baby
be
life insurance?
Canadian, because you
I
can
didn't
just eat
know.
as much money as you want.
Yep.
You know?
They'll
Don't gotta
fix
worry
us.
about it.
They'll yell at us for doing it,
Well,
but they'll still fix us
Doesn't
'cause
your
they have
money
to.
smell like? Doesn't it smell like maple syrup or whatever?
Well, yeah, but it's only because we put the maple syrup on it to make it taste better as we're eating it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I should have known.
It's a very flavorful experience, really.
That's why our money is so colorful, because like you got to get a colorful plate. It means there's lots of vitamins.
Yeah, you got to eat the rainbow.
Yeah, you know the $10 bill tastes like blueberries. Wait, am I getting this right? I don't.
You
Yeah.
are not, but that's
I
okay.
am. Yeah, okay. The $10 bill tastes like blueberries. The $20 bill tastes like oranges. You ever lick royalty? They all taste like oranges. Let's
Ooh.
Keep you from getting scurvy.
right. The $50 actually does taste like Borden though. Like they couldn't fix that. Like his
Yeah.
flavor is just too ingrained.
The technology is just not there yet.
Right. These are great jokes for Canadians, by the way. I hope all of the Canadians are laughing because this is
Oh,
gold.
they're splitting
Yeah.
their sides. They're busting a gut.
Yeah.
All of our good Canadian
he made a
jokes.
Borden joke. That's so choice.
I'll have to send this to Lance from the Surfs.
That's it. Yep. Well, let's see here. We got one last question from our good question provider for this session, Slyfox. What's our favorite spooky movie? And I'm assuming this will be from the character's point of view, but it could be from either, to be honest.
Nothing scares Rathgurther.
Yeah, absolutely.
No mere movie can spook her.
Right.
What if it was a movie in which Rathgurther was being portrayed by Rathgurther?
That would, I don't know if spook is the emotion she would feel at that. Distress, certainly.
Either or,
Fair
yeah.
point.
Man, I don't. Man, Mildred, this must be so hard for you personally. Like, if you think about like what your favorite scary movie is, because you review so many that you enjoy.
Well, I can tell you, mine is Texas Chainsaw Massacre for sure.
The 60s version.
Yes.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a damn fool.
So, yeah, exactly. That newfangled stuff. Get that out of here.
We'll certainly get those out of here. Those are all terrible.
Right.
I do not personally really enjoy scary movies because I'm a fucking coward. I much prefer scary things that I cannot see.
Right.
But I think Tim, would it be too on the nose to say that she prefers like Frankenstein Or like
No, it's good.
Herbert West Reanimator, perhaps.
Yeah.
Or Terminator, maybe.
Terminator, yeah.
That's
yeah.
true.
Is
Frank
Terminator
and Weenie?
scary?
Frankenweenie?
Frank
Well,
and
I don't know, like, it was
Weenie.
supposed to be like a
Yeah.
sci-fi horror. It's like how Jurassic Park was billed as a horror movie, but it totally, yeah.
It absolutely is. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like Alien is also
Yeah.
like, I like things like that. I don't like things that are genuinely like scary and spooky and
Yeah.
jump scary. I don't like it.
Alien is a great movie. I cannot watch it. I just the chest bursters hit too. Like I don't watch that much horror, but I have just like a couple of things that I just cannot do.
there's a scene in Alien where the alien it always ruins the movie for me. I can't be afraid of the alien after this scene where it's reaching out like it wants uppies. It's like it's like underneath them and it's like reaching up and like
Right.
it's deliberately done to make it look like a baby reaching, and I'm like, the alien
love
wants
it.
uppies. That's all that's happening right there.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
just
cute.
can't do. I just can't do like things inside of living things that should not be there type of horror, like
Yeah.
any sort of like parasite, pregnancy horror, any of that is just like, nope, that's the instant no for me. I have seen it though. I just have to close my eyes during that section.
Mhm.
But I'm a bit of a poser. I enjoy the horror as a genre, but I haven't actually seen that many horror movies. I just watch a lot of video essays talking about like how they were made and stuff like that. But for Emery, I don't know. I feel like she would probably not like horror very much. She would probably
She's lived it enough.
She's lived it. But yeah, she'd probably enjoy a good like monster flick or something. She'd probably enjoy like Jurassic Park,
Hell yeah.
which I can say because I also enjoy that movie very much. I've been reading the book. So
The book is so good.
Oh.
It's
it
good.
is good. It's not as scary as I was led to believe it was.
I mean,
But I'm
all
just
the
like-
math in there, if you're scared of math, absolutely.
Oh god, math,
Malcolm will
capitalism.
not shut up about chaos theory.
I think it's just the author self-insert maybe.
I think
because
so.
he
How
will not
dare
stop
you.
Talking.
That doesn't sound like the Michael Crichton I know.
I don't know. It's just he talks so much, and then he like. I don't want to spoil it. But something happens at the end of the book.
The dinosaurs get loose.
Spoilers for Jurassic Park, everybody.
That's spoilers for like the first page. In the book, they eat a baby in the first like 10 pages.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't read the book or seen the movie, but I did see the Weird Al song. I did see the music
It's
video.
basically the
by
same
Weird
thing.
Al,
The full
so-
like claymation. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
real. I think that's the real fan version.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark.
I went on a bit of a Twitter ramble a couple weeks ago when I was like working my way through the first book, and I was talking about how Movie Hammond just kind of seems like this stupid old man who just doesn't super think about the consequences of his actions. Book Hammond is like absolutely evil evil
monster.
rich capitalist.
Yeah.
He literally goes on an evil villain speech about how you should not use your gratuitous amounts of money to use for like medicine and saving lives, and instead you should make a theme park with dinosaurs in it because that's a better use of your money. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, when are the dinosaurs gonna eat this man?
They
I was like
do.
actively rooting for him to get eaten at that point.
Yep.
I'm like, get this guy out of here. He fucking sucks.
Ron, what
I
the
think
hell
my
would
favorite
Vernon
and,
like? Yeah. Or
I
you
think
as
that
well?
for me and Vernon, it would probably be the same. It would be The Thing.
The Thing? Yeah,
The
that's a good
80s.
solid choice.
It's a good,
Yeah.
That is solid.
choice. It's a good choice.
I would think that would
Yeah.
be Maldris's favorite.
Maldus's favorite.
Maybe a little too close to home
Maybe.
for Mel.
I feel like yeah, that would be
Maybe.
like offensive.
He's like, this
Right.
is how
The
the world
Changeling,
sees
perhaps?
me.
Yeah. I know. So I know Jinx
Changelings can't
personally.
do that.
So I know that Jinx loves like spooky movies in general. I know she loves Jurassic Park. I know she is a huge fan of like ghost movies, but nothing with aliens in it. Absolutely nothing. She is petrified of them, like so much so that I can't like we can't have aliens in this D&D set thing. That was her hard line. No aliens. So like that's the like it would scare her very efficiently, but that's not the point of enjoying a scary movie, right? Myself, I'm a big fan of body horror. I think it creeps me out, and I enjoy being creeped out as opposed to just flat out scared. I mean, I really enjoyed Psycho Goreman, but I couldn't view it as a horror movie because it was just
It is, but
it is.
Horror doesn't necessarily mean scary. Is the thing.
Yeah. I enjoyed how campy it was, and it was so good. I think if I had to pick an actual horror movie that I like as a piece of horror like thing, last year for Halloween I decided to watch a bunch of horror movies that were out of copyright. And no, I'm not about to talk about The Hands of Manos because that movie it's amazing, but it's not. I wouldn't. No, there's some other things to be said about that. I watched Nosferatu for the first time, and it was very good. Like, I was surprised at how well paced it was, considering it was made in the 20s. And it's just it's good. It's very good. I like it. It's atmospheric. It uses all of its shots really well. The monster isn't seen too much until like the end, and it's just I enjoy it. I guess that's I more than I thought I would anyway.
Fun fact
like
about
the edgy stuff. So
Nosferatu, the copyright holders of Dracula, it was not in the public domain at the time. So Bram Stoker's descendants actually ordered, like they sued, and the court ordered that every copy of the movie be destroyed. And it was just one that was left over that they forgot about, and that's the only reason it survived to this day.
Wow.
And that is a shame, because again, it's just so good for what it was, especially. Yeah.
Have you seen Shadow of the Vampire?
No, I have not. I know I have access to it though. And we are definitely going to be doing a movie night at some point because Ronald here has not seen Pacific Rim, and I am making him.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So in the Discord at some point, we're having a movie night, folks. So.
No, yeah, I commented on your Twitter. You know. About
I know this, but it's still like.
I know, it's weird.
So I
like
think
if
Shadow of the
somebody came up to
Vampire
me
is
and was like,
absolutely
I've never
going to
seen
be
Phantom of the Paradise or Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen Maniac Cop 2, I assume.
So what? I'm sorry.
Maniac Cop 2?
Oh no, I haven't seen
It
that
features
either.
the Maniac Cop rap. About how he's
I
out for
watched your
vengeance
video
and he
about it, but I
can't
did
be
not
stopped,
actually
and
see.
that's why they call him the Maniac Cop.
Right.
No,
That rap alone is scary enough for a movie. Yep.
Yes. I think it's on Amazon Prime, so I might have to go and check it out.
We'll see if we can get some stuff going on here. That being said, though, it is absolutely past our time, and so let's starting off with Star. Tell us where we can find each other.
Okay, well, pretty much I am the Starfish Face on pretty much every platform. I have a webbed site that is thestarfishface.card.co with CARRD.co that has like all my nonsense all in one place. That is the homepage where you can find all my nonsense. So I'm just going to send you there. I have a webcomic. It's called Cast Off. It's in the middle of some political nonsense right now. Ooh, spooky. And I'm streaming right after this, actually. In an hour, I'm streaming Gay Lawyers on my channel because we're playing through all the Ace Attorney games in order, chronological order. And just real casually, if people want, I can drop the link to the Emery playlist in the chat.
Hell yes! Well, you know what? Why don't you drop it in the Discords, in yours and in mine, and then if people want to get it, they can get it from there.
True enough.
Yeah.
Fair. I'll put it on Twitter later too.
That's me trying to bribe you all to join my Discord. Yeah. Let's see who's next on my list here. Vernon.
Yes.
Tell us your medias.
Pretty much everywhere at Megaron TV. I'm trying to stay off of Twitter more, but that's a mixed bag right now. Right now I'm using it to insult Elon Musk. So
as you should.
Yes, as every good person should. You can also just check out everything I'm at if you go to megarontv.card.co, because I also set up one of those. It's kind of ugly right now because I edited it on my phone, but it's there. So yes, Megaron TV everywhere. Even YouTube, because they just did the personalized handles. So I have at Megaron TV. If you do youtube.com/@Megaron TV, you can find me there as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Next one down in the row is the Thought Slimo.
Hello, I am Thought Slime. You can find me at youtube.com/thoughtslime, or if you're feeling more into spooky times for the spooky people out there, youtube.com/scaredycatstv for all the horror content that you crave. And if you want t-shirts, go to thoughtslimeshop.com is the other place.
Yeah, it's absolutely where I heard about Psycho Gorman, so you should check out Scaredy Cats.
Yeah, in fact, I would say that if you haven't seen Psycho Gorman, disregard all of my plugs and watch that instead.
Right. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gold.
It's worth a free trial on Shudder.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Which, if you want a free month of, you can use coupon code ScaredyCats.
Hey, there you go. Definitely support your creators. Use the links.
Called a vertical integration.
Get all of it. Zoe.
Yes, you can find me on YouTube if you search Zoe B, but also I have a handle that is not at Zoe B because someone took that. It is Zoe_B because I can't have nice things. That's it. Because, well, there's also Twitter, but, you know, your mileage may vary.
Mileage may vary indeed. My dear friend Wild Jinx is not with us today. She had something come up at the last minute and is unfortunately away. So you can find Wild Jinx. She's got a YouTube page and she's got a Twitch page under the same name, Wild Jinx. And I think that's honestly all she's got at the moment. She's on Twitter as well under the same handle, Wild Jinx, I believe. Hold on, let me double check that real quick. I don't want to misrepresent her stuff while she is not here to yell at me. Wild Jinx Gaming on Twitch or on Twitter, pardon me. So that'll get you where you need to go. And before I plug my own things, once again, our lovely mod Sam had a birthday on the 26th. Please, Sam, if you can, drop your stuff back in chat again. Go give Sam's stuff a look and see what you can do to give a little bit of support that way. And we're very pleased to have you on. You've been keeping our chat safe since we started. Good stuff. Now, as I am but a humble volcano, you have already found all of my content. It is here. Whether you are viewing on Twitch or on the YouTube page, there is links to both to each other, cross back and forth, and the What's Left of Us page, what's left of us.card with 2Rs.co. I will be putting all this stuff as usual onto the Anchor site. So if you want to find the What's Left of Us podcast form, you can do it wherever your podcasts are found, except for Apple Podcasts. They still won't let us on for some reason. It's something to do with credit cards. I don't know. I don't know. I need like a credit card for it, and they're very upset about that. So we'll figure that out when we can. But at the moment, it's like Google and Spotify and other good stuff like that. The link to next month's video is in the description for this YouTube page, and I will be posting it again on probably my Twitter, which is jcorn TV. Why don't I know my own Twitter handle, everybody? This is embarrassing a little bit.
No, it's
If you-
Jake on TV.
listen,
I have to tag you all the time.
You are just a humble volcano, after all.
I am a humble
Yes.
volcano. I do not know of this J Corn you speak of. So yeah, honestly, joining the Discord is probably the best way to make sure you can see all of our stuff all the time. So like Twitter doesn't vary it, and other social media doesn't get all crazy. But aside from that, the only other thing that I've got to plug up soon is that I finally finished my first D&D subclass. I will be formatting that for use on DM's Guild, and I will be giving out links to that whenever people want to get it. So watch my spaces for stuff content-wise. I think that's it. I think we did it.
Wow.
Everybody, we
didn't
are,
die in the volcano.
the curse
Yet.
the curse has been lifted. The evil has been defeated. Our next episode, where we will also definitely not die in a volcano-y fiery death, is November the 25th. So
Nice.
stay tuned for that, folks. Thank you all for watching very much. We very much appreciate every single one of you come by and give us shout outs and chats and talk to us and give us questions. I hope you all take care of yourselves. Have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely month. We'll see you then. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. By the way, Maniac Cop is on Amazon Prime. Bye.
Thanks.